All right, what's going on, everybody? We're going to do another Premier Strixhaven draft because I've really been enjoying this format and I don't sleep during thunderstorms. So rather than just sit around not knowing what I'm going to do, I'm going to just play some Magic. We got our first 7-win deck last time. Felt really good. We ended up with a Quandrix deck that could have potentially been Witherbloom. We kind of him-hawed back and forth and ended up just a little bit better in blue than in black. We knew we were green. And it felt really good. Aether Helix was really good for us. And um, Simone was pretty sweet. So just we found a couple cards that really were what we needed there, but we haven't opened any sweet rares. So let's hope we can do that. Looks like people are still playing draft. That's good. I really enjoy this format. And we will be playing it pretty consistently until I grow tired of it. So yeah. Waiting on that last seat. Can we open a dragon? That would be pretty sweet. We got Sparring Regimen, which is close enough. We're taking that. If there was no... So this is, it learns when it enters the battlefield. And then every time you attack, put a +1/+1 counter on a creature and untap it. It's ridiculous. Without that in the pack, I'm probably going Master Symmetrist out of this pack. Yeah, I think Master Symmetrist is probably the best other card. There's a Fractal Summoning that I like, but I'm not sure I'd take it this high. Kelpie Guide was really good in our Quandrix deck, but I think it's not as good in Prismari, so it just depends on how the deck is put together, too. It's still a good card, but this card's just a really good rare, and we're going to grab it. We're going to be happy. And I think we're going to follow it up with Professor of Symbology here. Sign in Blood is good, but we currently don't know we're black. So this is a spot where I'm going to go with a card that I know I'm going to play because I'm playing Sparring Regimen. Pretty much if I have to force it, I'm still playing that card. It's that good. So yeah, I like Symbology here. Passing Sign in Blood means like Lorehold maybe makes more sense. So what does this card do? If I'm gonna, yeah, like, no, we don't want that. I think we want Killian, but there's a decent argument for Study Break. The other option here is Lorehold Pledge Mage with Sparring Regimen, which is pretty sweet. Do we think we want to guarantee we're black? I don't think I do. I am going to go... I like how Lorehold Pledge Mage combines with Sparring Regimen, but Killian is just a significantly better card. I'm going to take it here. I think we'll get Lorehold Pledge Mages. Yeah, here we have an Umbral Juke or a Hunt for Specimens. Huh. This is tough. I think I'm glad I went into black because I like the black cards here better than everything else. So Killian seems like a fine pick from this direction right now. I don't know if it's Juke or Hunt. I'm going to take Juke. And then there's a Flunk too. Alright, we're getting hooked up with the black removal spells. So Pillar Drop I really like combining with Professor. Would love to find those. Introduction to Annihilation is a good card, but Flunk is a removal spell that we don't have to get out of our sideboard. Speaking of removal spells, or spells we want to get out of our sideboard, I think we're going to go Inkling Summoning here. There's reason to think Owlin Shield Mage, but I think we can get that on the wheel. I'm going to get our first lesson tucked into the board. This is a good start. I'm very happy. We get a Combat Professor or a Lash of Malice here. With Sparring Regimen. I want the Combat Professor. I think Lash is a reasonable pick there as well, but I really like Combat Professor. And then I get a Pillar Drop here. Yeah, we're going Pillar Drop. So now we have a Pillar Drop for our Professor. We already have 2 Learn cards. I was thinking I had no Learn cards because Professor of Symbology and Sparring Regimen don't even count as Learn cards to me as far as like I would play them even if they didn't have Learn on them. So we're feeling good here. This is a good start to a Silver Quill deck. Um, I actually might take Witherbloom Campus here. I don't mind playing one of non-dual land, but just like a tapped black land that scries for you in these decks. So this scry ability in late game has been really big, and I don't like Spiteful Squad, and I think Beaming Defiance is okay, but not a card I'm gonna miss. So we're gonna take that. There's also like that weird chance that we try to splash green as well. This is just an eager first year. I think we're gonna try to get a little more aggressive with this Sparring Regimen anyway, and we're gonna take a Study Break. I think this is a 4/2. We're not going to be gaining life. I think we can do better than a 4/2 for 3 in that slot. We'll take the Study Break. We'll just take a Stonerise Spirit because it's good with Sparring Regimen, but I don't necessarily want to be playing it. I just want to cut white there. So we had to pass a couple black cards early when we took Professor Symbology, and I don't remember what the other card was. And then we took Killian, kind of moving towards black. The really nice thing here is we have 3 black cards. If this pack is just absolutely terrible for black, we're still open. We're basically still white. We got the Pillar Drop on the wheel. So, similar to the last draft we're in a spot here where we know we're white. We would like to be black. We like the 3 cards that we're looking at, and we like Owlin Shield Mage as a pickup there too. Maybe somebody to our right. Yeah, that's a last pick Spiteful Squad. We're probably not even playing it, but yeah, here we go. Picking up a Selfless Griff Weaver, and we get to snag back-to-back really good rares in our colors. That feels really good. This is probably just Eliminate. I like Silver Quill Pledge Mage. I like Mortality Spear. I wouldn't hate a Hunt for Specimens, but just a cheap removal spell here. We don't know we're green. We don't really want to be green, so Mortality Spear, while great, isn't where we're going. I don't think Prophecies is good enough to pick over Eliminate, but I would pick it fairly highly here. And with already having 3 Learn cards in the deck, I don't think we need to pick a Hunt for Specimens over a good removal spell. I've been fairly impressed with Go Blank. I don't think this is a Star Pupil deck. I'm not sure this is a Go Blank deck either. I'm between, and I actually think I'm going to pass on the Witherbloom Pledge Mage here because I already have 3 5-drops. I'm just going to take an Expanded Anatomy for the board. We're looking at already having 9 creatures picked up, and this, when we're already playing a great card like Sparring Regimen, I think it just gets better. This is a tougher pick than it first looks like. I like Silver Quill Pledge Mage quite a bit. I would like to have at least one of those in the deck. I like Spectre of the Fens. I'm maybe overvaluing Combat Professor in this format, but I've had really good luck with the card, and I think that's where I'm going to go here. We'd like to pick up a copy of either of the other 2 cards if we can, but I really like Combat Professor. Wow, Closing Statement and Reduce to Memory. I mean, Reduce to Memory is great as a Wishboard card, but I'm just going to take the actual factual removal spell and be crazy happy about it. And then I think it's Rise of Extus here. It actually could be Defiant Strike. We're going to grab our removal now while it's flowing. Man, Yeah, everything is just coming to us here. So there's a Humiliate, there's a Lorehold Pledge Mage, and there's a Spirit Summoning, and even Divine Gambit is like moderately playable. I think we're gonna pick up Humiliate here, but I would have loved to have had these cards be in earlier packs where I thought I was wheeling them easier. Yeah, I think in this spot, I actually like Unwilling Ingredient. So we already have two pillar drops. We don't need another one. And we want to be kind of aggressive with our creatures. Now I'm going to grab the Silver Quill Campus because then maybe I don't have to play this Witherbloom one. We get to pick up a Silver Quill Pledge Mage here. That's a big wheel for us. We just need something in that slot. I'm going to say Star Pupil's the most playable card for us there, but probably not. Same for Expel. That's probably a card that's not making the deck, but we're going to continue to take white cards. And really, we're still not heavy black, but I think I'm pretty entrenched at this point. Pretty happy with it. That's 22. We're going to be looking for lessons very heavily. We'll take another Shield Mage. I'm not sure we're playing two Shield Mage, two pillar drops, but maybe we are. This might be a Lumimancer deck. We can... Defiant Strike's fine too, but I don't think that's the type of card we really need. And now that I have 15 creatures... Maybe we're supposed to take Defiant Strike there. We'll see how the final deck comes together, and then we'll know. Oh, man. All right. So if we take Velomachus Lorehold, what are we giving up for the possibility that we get to splash Big Nasty Dragon Boy? We are giving up a Show of Confidence. I am confident that I'm okay with that. This card's great, and it's just a freaking honkin' chonker. The other side of it is that we're already really set on playables, and I think I'd rather just take a mythic, and if we end up not being able to play it, that's fine, versus passing a mythic. The wildcard system on Arena really kind of bums me out, so if we can just pick up a free mythic there, I'm okay with it. I don't think that uncommon pump spell or +1/+1 counter spell that gets copied for every other instant and sorcery you were going to play was going to be that good in our deck. It's probably 1 to 2 copies max. Symbology's our pick here, I think. Yeah, it is. We'll maybe wheel a Lorehold Pledge Mage, but I'm a big fan of this card. Right now we only have a Inkling Summoning and Expanded Anatomy. So we're going to be trying to pick up more of those, but I want 2-drops. I want to learn. We get to do both with that card. Holy crap, we get another one? I think it's the pick here. Spectre of the Fens is solid too, but I've already got 2 Combat Professors. Yeah, I'm grabbing this. That probably means like Stonerise Serpent isn't in the deck. One of these two probably isn't. We probably wish we had that Defiant Strike now over Clever Lumimancer, but nobody knew we would go Velomachus Lorehold into Professor. Wow. That's, now let's see if we can find a Lorehold Campus or two. If we can find those, Lessons and Lorehold Campuses I think are about all we really want here. So if we can get that, I'd be happy. Would like to wheel that Inkling Summoning or that Lorehold Pledge Mage, too. I think that would be pretty darn good cards. I'd like to be able to cut Expel. We'll just go ahead and move that to the sideboard now. I don't think we're playing that. We're already at 25 other cards, so we've got other cuts to make, too. Draft feels good here. I don't want to get too crazy excited and then 0-3, but... Wow. Okay, so I was saying if we could get a Lorehold Campus, I want it. Is playing Velomachus on a splash better than another flunk? I don't think I can do it. I'm going to stay disciplined, grab a flunk. I don't think Environmental Sciences is the pick either because we're doing that just to play Velomachus too, and flunk is just great. Great card. If that Lorehold Campus wheels all the way around the table, which is unlikely but possible, we will grab it and we'll try to play Velomachus Lowerhold. But I'll be perfectly happy. Holy crap. Can I take a 4th Professor here with only 2 lessons in the board? Or do I have to take an Introduction to Prophecy over it? This is crazy. I'm pretty sure it's wrong to take the Professor here. I think we have to take Prophecy because we're looking at only having... Yeah, I already have 3, 4, 5 learn. Wow. This just feels wrong, though, too. You know what? I want to be aggressive. I want 2 ones. We're going to take the 4th Professor of Symbology. And then I think here... It might be Killian, even though... So what do we have for removal? We have an Eliminate, 2 Flunks, an Umbral Juke, and a Closing Statement. We've loaded up on the 2-drops. I'm going to grab the Lash of Malice here because I want... Wow, we get another Combat Professor here, too. There's nothing else really for us, but we'll take a 3rd Combat Professor. I'm going to grab the Spirit Summoning. Any card we can throw over there with 4 Professors, we're going to do. We wheel the card we thought about taking over Velomachus Lowerhold, but there's also a Poet. It gains Vigilance. I'm going to take the Poet for some floaty. We get another Inkling Summoning. Hell yeah. Oh, this is a uncommon, so we'll take that for the gem thing. We get a Lorehold Campus. Can we splash Velomachus Lorehold off of 1 Lorehold Campus? We'll see what the numbers say. My inclination here is that we can't splash Velomachus Lorehold because we might not even play Rise of Extus, and we may just bring this deck way down in curve and just... aggro the crap out of some people, but it's hard to say here. I'm pretty sure this deck was wide open, so much so that I think I made some wrong picks on phenomenal cards being less good compared to the other cards because of the phenomenal cards that were already in our deck. Like, is 4 Professor of Symbology wrong? Maybe. I'm okay with being wrong in that spot, though. Like, that is a sweet card. If picking 4 Professor of Symbology is wrong, I'm not sure I want to be right. So we're just going to accept that fact. Village Rites would be really good in this deck, too, but I think another Pledge Mage here is really solid. Oh, maybe we Beaming Defiance? Yeah, I don't think we're playing either one, so I'll take the unique effect just in case I change my mind. We have way too many playables, so we're going to have to cut some stuff down. It literally may be that we're cutting Velomachus and Rise and an Owlin Shieldmate and just trying to really bring the curve down. Let's take a look at what we're dealing with here. So I'm going to bring my lessons down into this spot for right now so that I know what I have. I have 4. Yeah, so this is a hilarious spot where now I have overvalued the things that say learn. And we don't have that many lessons in the board. I think that's okay. So with that in mind, I'm actually going to cut Study Break because I think 4 Professors and a Sparring Regimen, good enough. Let's see. Unwilling Ingredient gaining counters is probably pretty good, but it may be one of the cuts because we're not cutting Selfless Glyph Weaver, we're not cutting Sparring Regimen, we're not cutting these. We maybe are cutting an Umbral Juke, but it's not that likely. Let's take at least 1 Owlin Shieldmate out. It might, or Shield Mage. It might be 2 here because we want to force these guys in. Oh, man. Am I supposed to cut Velomachus? I'm pretty sure I am. Oh. Yeah. I'm pretty sure we're supposed to cut Velomachus. We're maybe even supposed to cut Rise. So what are we looking at here? We have Rise to Excess, Lash of Malice, Closing Statement, Umbral Juke, Eliminate, Double Flunk. So if we cut Rise, we still have 6 removal spells in the deck. I'm not sure. I like Rise a lot, but I don't think this deck is going to end up in a situation where it needs it very often. We didn't end up with a reduce in the board. That makes me think maybe we need it a little more. If I had a reduce to memory to be able to go get with all these professors, that would make me feel better about it. So like, let's say we go down Rise and even a Pillar Drop Rescuer and just... I kind of like that. I think that's what I'm going to go with. I think we've got a really nice aggro deck here, and we're going to try it that way. I'm happy. We'll see how this first game goes. Maybe we'll think that I built it incorrectly and we'll do something else. Like I said, not playing Velomachus Lorehold doesn't feel right, but if you look at this curve here with this deck, so we get to go Killian. Killian into play. Alright, so spells I cast that target a creature cost 2 less to cast. So literally here, I can just closing statement this if I want to, but I think we're not doing that. What we're doing is we're swinging in, and we're just playing a 3-1 down. And then next turn, we'll think about killing that for 3 mana, putting a +1/+1 counter. Yeah. So they're ramping, but we'll see what they get. Because right now, their Scurrid Colony don't really scur me. So we can... They got an Elemental Summoning. That's more of a problem. Yeah, I think what we're doing here is we are proffing in the symbologies. We're grabbing Inkling Summoning. We're playing Arrogant Poet. And we're getting in for probably just the 2, although this can't get past a Scurrid Colony no matter what. So let's get in there. Make them decide if they want to block. They do. I'm fine with it. I think we've got the aggro upper hand here. We'll see how wrong I am, though, potentially. We'd like a land off the top to be able to go both Closing Statement and Eager First Year here. They had to pause to decide what they were playing for land. I wonder if they didn't realize Prismari Campus comes into play tapped, because now they're trying to figure out why they can't play their Elemental Summoning. No, they're going to play a 2/2 with Serpentine Curve. Alright, so with that in mind, we have 4 mana. We're just going to jam. We're going to take action with Arrogant Poet. They're going to trade me. They're going to go to 12. I'm going to play... Here we're just going to play an Inkling Summoning because I realized I can't play 2 creatures. So we're just going to get more evasive threats on the board. They're going to play a 5/5. Alright, so 5/5 here. We can't move that out of the way. Oh wait, yes we can. We're going to put a counter on Killian. All attack, we will decline. They're at 5, we're at 27, and we can actually eliminate because Killian makes it cost less. So we'll be able to eliminate the... okay, so they're going to gain 4 life here and learn. That does give them a little bit more time. Yeah, they're going to do 1 damage to something. Alright, so they get to kill my Inky. I'm guessing is what they're doing here. Yeah. Like, they're buying time, but what are they doing with the time they've bought themselves? That's the question. We'll decline. So I think actually that we were supposed to Professor go get... potentially we're supposed to Professor go get Anatomy. Anatomy still would have only done 2 more damage, so it wouldn't have ended the game. I think I like holding up Eliminate better here, but we could have, well, we could have actually done both, because it would have been a 1 mana Anatomy and a 1 mana Eliminate. Time Warp's good, but what are you doing with it? Yeah, this is going to feel really good if we beat a Time Warp deck by just out... Yeah, okay, so you get 2 4/4s, and you're still dead. Yeah. I didn't even have to show them the fact that one of their 4/4s was dead, because they were just dead. That's amazing. Alright, this deck is bananas. I think we made the right call trimming down the curve. Do we want to try to be more aggressive in any way? I don't think so. I still really like Rise and Velomachus Lorehold, but this just isn't the right deck to play them in. We got a free mythic out of picking the Velomachus. Alright. Oh dear lord. We go first, Professor of Symbology into Sparring Regimen. I am gonna hold back my desire to already say GG's, because this is gross. We get to grab an Inkling Summoning. They play a land and a Poet's Quill. Alright, Poet's Quill, one of the only cards here that I could see that would make me feel a little less like I just win automatically. The sweet thing here is whatever they get, if I am really that scared of it, I can humiliate it from them. I'm not. So we're going to play Sparring Regimen. We're going to go get a Spirit Summoning, I think, here. And we're just going to hit him for 3. But we've got double removal spell plus Sparring Regimen. Alright, we get to Lash of Malice this. Land. Inkling Summoning, I think, is still the right play here. We attack. It's now a 4/3. Bash their face. They go to 4 mana, Spectre of the Fen. Hilariously here, oh, this sucks. So we should have been able to humiliate this, or humiliate and then flunk, but because, all right, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna attack with both. I'm gonna put the counter on this. If they decide to trade, do we flunk it? I don't think so. I think I'm just happy getting their shit off the board. Now I'm going to play Spirit Summoning, leaving up flunk. End turn. I think Humiliate would be fine there too, but I like leaving up flunk in this spot. And then they don't even have anything here. Are we supposed to humiliate, or are we supposed to combat Professor? I think I just like humiliating, and then we know if they're gonna try to kill one of them here. Pretty sure we're still just way ahead here, so we're gonna find out what they have that they didn't play anything. Maybe they just have a handful of lands, and okay, Lorehold Command. Lorehold Command did some work there. We're going to take their Expanded Anatomy. I'm not really that worried about them making things. And the funny part here is we still get to attack, because now it's a 5/4. Boom. Alright. Lorehold Command was good there. I'm not going to pretend that that didn't hurt a little bit. But I think Compra... Okay, so now a Spiteful Squad. We're going to have to flunk that, I think. Do we take 4 here if they're attacking? I think we do, because I want to be able to... Yeah, alright. So if we just kill both of their things and then attack for 6, I think that's right. So we're going to kill this. We're gonna kill this. And we're gonna swing for 6. Alright. Feeling like we're in an okay spot. Poet's Quill should have done more for him here. They have a Beaming Defiance. So what does that mean? That means they can make this 6 power, right? Yeah, so we're gonna combat Professor here. I think I'm gonna make them trade their creature and their combat trick if they want to, which they probably do here. I think this is the right play for them. But I'm gonna make them do it where they have a Poet's Quill on board and nothing, and I have a combat veteran or combat professor in play that's just gonna keep getting bigger. I'm gonna scry on upkeep here because I don't want this plains, and it really doesn't matter if I can play the card here. So like I'm fine with not being able to play it. I just get to make that bigger, make it bigger again, hit him for 4. Next turn we play another Professor. They get an Eager First Year down, so they're gonna like hook it up with that. But I don't think it really matters here, so we're gonna run this out before combat. Yeah, so they're down to 1. Plus I get to play another Eager First Year. Yeah, so I played this super fast and loose because I just didn't feel like there was any way I was losing the game. Probably not the best method, but holy crap is Sparring Regimen a powerful Magic card. That was fun for me. Probably not so fun for them because it looked like they actually had a pretty good deck. Lorehold Command's good. I mean, we have a Velomachus Lorehold in our sideboard because we're not going that slow, but all right. Holy Jesus, yeah. You can't throw back hands like this. If we get like humiliated or something and we lose this card, whatever. But we've got 3 creatures plus a thing that makes all our creatures better every turn, or it makes every creature we play slightly better when it gets to attack. We just throw Professor of Symbology #1 out there. They're just gonna learn. Yeah, that's fine, man. You need your environmental sciences. I will respect that, but you're not gonna like what I'm about to start doing. Vortex Runner. Sure. So what are we supposed to do here? Yeah. I'm just getting this going. We're gonna grab another Inky. They have to decide if they want to just trade off. They do. But I'm good with trading there. We've got just a handful of creatures. They had to go get a land with that. Yeah, so here I'm just going to run out Killian plus Professor of Symbology. Grabbing Anatomy. Because Killian will make that, if Killian lives, that card costs 1 mana. Which is just crazy. Alright, you got 5 mana. Show me what you got. Like, you gotta be able to do something here or we're just gonna start bashing. Waterfall Aerialist. Probably not it. Let's humiliate. Figure out what we need to get rid of here. They're just like, sure dude, you win. Alright. that was pretty good. Yeah, we were going to take their Burying books, I think, because we were able to make Killian big enough that he wasn't going to die. And this is bonkers. This might be the most ridiculous deck I've drafted in Strixhaven. I'm pretty sure it is. We have rares we haven't even drawn yet. We're gonna mulligan this hand because it's not nearly as aggressive as some of our other ones have been. I'll keep this. It's still not as aggressive as I'd like to be, but I don't want to go to 5 cards. So we've got an Eliminate, and then we have a Silverquill Pledge Mage. We'd like to be able to just go Silverquill Pledge Mage, but I'm going to eliminate this before it gets going. That's a decent enough card. Alright, so we go Pledge Mage. And then we're going to try to get the Combat Professor going. This draw is pretty bad. We might have found a situation where we're not as confident in what's happening. Alright, so that card comes into play, does its thing. Yeah, we're just supposed to play Professor here, and I'm going to offer the trade. I think we're going to get some stuff going here where I'd rather get that thing out of my way. Not having as many awesome lessons here. Okay, so see, we lose Combat Professor. That sucks. And they've got an Overgrown Arch. We're supposed to play this here because then next turn we can play Symbology and an Inky, give this flying, start getting in, but we definitely have lost our edge, and Scurrid Colony makes it even worse. Yeah, this is going sideways on us here. Get Symbo down. Let's actually go Expanded Anatomy. Make this bigger. Give it flying. Get in there for 5 in the air. Yeah, that worked. What do they got? They got, we'll gain a life. Okay. We'll accept that because we don't really have any other options. And let's do that again here. We're just going to swing for 5. They'll block. Yeah. Village Rites. Pretty good card. So they save 5 damage and just turn their 2 cards into 2 other cards. That's fine, right? It's not like broken by any means, but I would be happy with that as well. Will they learn here? They're gonna gain the life. They haven't just, yeah, they're not gonna learn. I wonder if they don't have much of a learn board, because I would think you'd want to do that. That's gonna make a honky chonky. We're not super happy that they were able to do that. Give me that scry action. Put that swamp on the bottom. Humiliate. Humiliate's a card I like here. I'll give it flying. What you got? Pestilent Cauldron and Plumb the Forbidden. We're going to take your Cauldron. I'm going to put a +1/+1 counter on my floaty boy. Get in there for 6 in the air. Boom. Feels good. They gain a life. Sure. Deal. I think here we block with Unwilling Ingredient if they come after us, and then we just get to... Yeah, they don't even want to let me. So yeah, we draw a stupid swamp here. That's a stinky card to draw. I'm going to get in with the ingredient. No, I'm just going to scry, stay back, hold back. I think we're in better shape than they are here, so... Every spell being able... Okay, they topped. That's less good for us. They gain a life. That I don't care about as much. I think we've got ways to take this over. So they're gonna Mage Duel. That blows. So we go from ways to take this over to closer to dead on board in like 1 card for them. That sucks. What are we looking for here? Lash of Malice, don't do it. Would have liked to have had that in my hand. Swamp really doesn't do it. We passed the turn. Yeah, this draw was poor. We already used Eliminate, didn't we? Yeah, so we're looking for like Flunk. We're looking for Closing Statement. We still got cards we can find, but the fact that they get to get another flyer down, or a flyer, and the fact that now they have a 6/6 Trampler. I don't think this is that correct. I'm gonna trade for the Colony and take 6. I don't know if we should block. Maybe we're supposed to block there and just like get our Combat Professor isn't good enough. That doesn't feel good. Killian isn't good enough. We're gonna play him, but we're in a rough spot here. We're taking 10 basically. We're probably taking 9. And then you have to lose a life to draw a card there. I'm gonna just not block here. We'll take the 10, go to 3. We have to hope we find something here off the top. I think we're dead. We're dead. Blocking there doesn't really fix it though, so... Now we find Sparring Regimen. Alright, so I'm going to keep Sparring Regimen because it learns. So we're going to play Sparring Regimen. We're going to go get... Oh, we already played Expanded Anatomy. Shoot, I was going to try to Expanded Anatomy Killian, and he was going to at least get to like 5 counters, but I don't think it matters here. Because we just take 2 in the air, we can't block 10. GG's. God! So that Mage Duel for them, when they were able to just kill my 6/4, that was really the backbreaker. Alright, well when you have to mull to a bad 6 and then you still don't draw well, any deck is not good. So, I don't think that was really... indicative of what we've got going on here. I think that was a shuffler not helping us out. And them having a solid deck as well. You can't win every game. Even the best decks aren't going to win every game. I think we were right to mull the first hand. I think we kept the right cards. Maybe I was aggressive with Eliminate. That could be something that you'd look at there. Oh, we were up against a Diamond player, so we'll see if their deck's as good as our deck. Opponent goes first. We have Killian into Sparring Regimen. We are going to keep Killian into Sparring Regimen. They're going to play an Unwilling Ingredient. Alright, you got it. The ingredient of Unwillingness is in play. Double black. Do they have removal for my 2-drop? That's the question. Not right away. Not blocking, because we can't. Playing Sparring Regimen. Grabbing... Inkling Summoning. Alright. Now we start the process of making our board wider. They've got a squirrel. Alright. So, what are we supposed to play with a squirrel involved now? Is it just Selfless Glyph? I think it is Selfless Glyph Weaver. We'll let it do that. There we go. It wasn't sure what to do there. That's understandable. If they have like a Mage Hunter's Onslaught here to kill Killian, we're less ahead. I don't think we're behind. I think we're less ahead. Yeah, that's fine. You're infused with Vitality. Not getting me there. And they're just like, nope, bye-bye, GG's. Alright. So when we get to play our busted cards in the correct order, we win. When we mull and don't draw anything good, we lose. That makes sense. I can live with that. That one loss is not bothering me at all. We're already to 4 wins, which means even if we train wreck Atrocity 2 games, we basically got our gems back. But I don't foresee that, and I don't want to be the reason that I feel I did that. But this is going all right. I wish this would have been a draft I would have got when I had a good group of people hanging out, but we'll take it. Never gonna turn down this type of pile of cards. So they have a Spined Karok in their deck, which already makes me feel better about the matchup. Zimone is really good. I'm still going to just play Killian here, but I think we're lashing next turn on the Zimone. Because I bet they just go Karok here to stop me from attacking. At least that's their plan. Yes, they're going to play a Karok. I think we need to lash this before it gets out of hand. Plus, then we get to get in. And Flunk is still available. Next turn, we can play a Silver Quill Pledge Mage and leave up Flunk, if that makes sense. They're going to Cram Session. So if we wanted to kill the Spined Karok, we need to do it there. I don't really want to waste Flunk on a Spined Karok. This is not a card I'm afraid of. Elemental Summoning, that's something I want to flunk. Now we're going to flunk it. Boom! That felt good. Alright, hey, Combat Professor, get down there. Give Killian one. Alright, they're done? We're done? Oh, we're done? Your Mage Duel failed and now you don't want to play anymore. Okay. Okay, if we have to, we'll take the win. 5-1 with the 1 being the game we didn't really play. This deck is great. The only thing we could have asked for is more lessons, and that's my fault for not realizing... Well, I take that back. Third pack was so freaking good that we just ended up with too many playables on like the Professor Symbologies and stuff. I was planning to go into that pack looking for lessons, but then I just couldn't turn down Professor after Professor after Professor. I think we literally went, or at least very close to went Professor, Professor, Professor. Which is just nuts. That's nutty. Shouldn't happen. It's bananas. They have a Blood Researcher. It feels so good to lash now at you. Now I would like to hit you for 4. Your turn. Oh, that feels good. Getting rid of a quality creature with a 1-drop removal spell. If they put a forest into play, they grab. Mascot Exhibition. Holy hell, that's a problem. We're going to just attack here, and then we're going to go Silver Quill Pledge Mage. They're at 5 lands. We need to try to get as close to killing them next turn as we can if they hit their land drop here, because Mascot Exhibition is one of the biggest bombs in this set. So they've got a pest down. They go get a pest summoning, which is going to get more pests down. Wow, this took a very unexpected turn. We're going to have to try to fly now. That's our only chance. They've got 6 lands and 3 1/1s in play. They have a Mage Duel too? Holy crap, that was a good turn. Nice. I will give the nice, even though I'm not happy about that turn at all. What's our best play here? I think it's this. We make a 1/1. We give this flying. We get in for 3 in the air. If they go land Mascot Celebration, we're in trouble. No blocks. Land Mascot Celebration. Alright. The good news is we get to do some work here. So let's go with Professor of Symbology. Go get me an Expanded Anatomy. Then let me flunk the 4/4? No, we're going to flunk this. Give this flying. These two are attacking in for 5. They're at 4. So now we have Expanded Anatomy as a way to be really close to lethal. Okay, making a 6/6 lifelinker definitely increases their chances to win here. So they're going to attack with that and the pests, leaving 1 pest home probably. So they're going to go to 10. What can we do? This just needs to get traded in. Probably. Yeah, let's do this here. Just to feel a little bit better about maybe being able to draw a card later. So now the question is, are we combat professoring? I think this is the best play for using our mana. We'll go to combat. We'll do this. We're swinging for 3 in the air. 3 in the air. Not. Yep. So that's gone. All right. The good news here is we have the air and they don't have lifelink anymore. The bad news is they have a 6/6. But we definitely can Expanded Anatomy on a combat professor here. I think we're just chumping with a Professor of Symbology in this spot. They might attack with the Spirit here too. They need to get aggro. No. I think that's right for them, but it's tough to say. They are not in the best of spots here, which makes me really happy because I did not like that we started losing there. Alright. We can give double Vigilance, or we can Pillar Drop Rescue something back. I think I'm going to get frisky. We're going to make a bigger combat professor. If they have a removal spell here, it really sucks, but we're probably losing the game if they have a removal spell here, so they have something. I'm hoping it's Plumb the Forbidden or something, not Murder My Combat Professor. Please don't murder my Combat Professor. Putrefy my Combat Professor. I'm getting in anyway. I'm going to let them hit me here, and I probably lose. But I don't want to block with the Silver Quill Pledge Mage there. So they're going to just get in for 11 is their plan. That's probably about right. I go to 4. Yeah, I think we lost this game. Mascot Celebration just absolutely owned us here. Yeah, we don't have 6 mana. So what can we do? Nothing, right? Nothing profitable here. Good game. I think. Let's Unwilling Ingredient. Maybe there's an Eliminate on top just for fun. No. Then we have this. So we can play one of our rares, but it's not enough. And they get us. Wow, I felt really, really good until they played a Mythic Lesson, and then the good feelings went bye-bye really fast. Wow. That was brutal. Absolutely brutal. I think that's the hardest I've seen a lesson swing a game in a while, which is why Mascot Celebration might be arguably one of the best cards, if not the best card. It's definitely the best lesson. I don't know where you rank it below that. We're just gonna get our aggro on. We got a frog, a professor, and a bunch of removal. Give me Inkling Summoning. We're gonna have to find ways to get through, is my feeling. Hopefully they don't have Electrolyze in their deck. They have a Quandrix Apprentice. I want to kill that. I can't flunk it. Let's just attack then. See if they want to block. They don't want to block. Are we lashing that? No, I think we're just playing a Poet. If they're able to like get a land out of it here, I'll get over it. I think playing to the board right now is the most important thing we can do. We really need to hit a land drop. They whiff with the Quandrix Apprentice, and they find an Elemental Summoning. So Elemental Summoning is going to become a problem, and we miss a land again. Now we're just moving this out of the way and bashing. Because we don't have any other options. They get to play Elemental Summoning, I assume? That's what I feel like they're doing here, but I also am not sure. We're trying to out-aggro them on 2 lands. We're still on 2 lands. We can't flunk it. So we are getting in for 3, taking 2 ourselves, playing this card, and passing the turn. We're trying to win a game on 2 lands. And I actually feel like we don't have a 0% chance here. Like, that's a hard card to get rid of for us here. So 5 cards in hand means we can neg2 something. But we can't neg2 something because that's not how... Well, we can neg2 this. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm just going to get frisky. I'm going to pay, and if they block... We're going to flunk this to get it off the board because we have to use our mana. So we got their creatures off the board. Not pretty, but they're at 6. So that's... We're hoping we can just keep doing that. 1 land here and we can Closing Statement. What does this do? It's a 3/3 flyer? Alright, so I get to attack with Menace here. Yeah, I'm just going to attack with Menace. And then control Closing Statement. Put a counter on Unwilling Ingredient. That felt solid. They're gonna Mage Duel it down. Alright, that was a good play for them. But I am now... Are we supposed to Umbral Juke this? Yes. Target players... No, we're supposed to flunk it. If they play a big fractal here, we want to be able to Umbral Juke it. I mean, they've got something. We don't know what it is. Seems like either... Yeah, so... Kev, here we went... The Sparring Regimen, the Learn enchantment that just is awesome, into like a Professor, and then we opened the 2/3 that you sacrifice to give your whole team indestructible in pack 2, and then we opened Velomachus Lorehold in pack 3, and I took it, but we didn't play it because our deck's so aggressive. We have 4 Professor of Symbology. They're gonna Pigment Storm my Professor while they're at 1 life. I mean, we're gonna go Inkling Summoning plus Humiliate, which just feels like a literal Humiliate here. I will take your Snow Day. I will make a 3/2 flyer. What's up? That feels good. Yeah, this deck's great. I'll put it up on screen now after this win. We're going for win number 7 now. We're hilariously short on lessons, if anything, because we have so many cards that say learn that we don't even care if they said learn. So we're playing 4 Professor of Symbology. We're playing Eliminate, Double Flunk, Humiliate, Killian, Selfless Glyphweaver, Sparring Regimen, Double Combat Professor, Closing Statement, Pillar Drop Rescuer, leaving a Study Break in the board that we're not playing, a second Pillar Drop Rescuer, 2 Owlin Shieldmates, a Rise of Extus, a Lorehold Campus, and a Velomachus Lorehold, because this deck is so low to the ground that a 7-drop Mythic Dragon couldn't make the cut. Feels good. Alright, let's go for win 7. Would feel pretty awesome to have back-to-back 7-win decks. This deck is better than our last deck, so if we don't get to 7, I'm going to be pretty disappointed. Alright, we're up against a gold opponent. We like that part. I'll take wins any way I can get them. I don't care. 1-drop, 2-drop, 3-drop plus a removal spell. I think you're supposed to keep this. I don't feel comfortable throwing it back. I mean, we have better cards in the deck, but we go 1, 2, 3 here. On the draw, a little less excited about that, but we just need to find Sparring Regimen or whatever that card is, and this hand gets real good. When you get to untap and put a +1/+1 counter on your frog, things get real good real fast. Never didn't have it. There's my Sparring Regimen. Called it. Called it off the top. Somebody should clip that. That was hilarious. Alright, we will go attacking. I think we're just supposed to put Arrogant Poet into play here. There's also a thought for eliminating, but I don't think eliminating is necessary here. If they play another creature and don't attack, they smelled out the Sparring Regimen. I don't think that's happening. They didn't play anything. So we're going to go ahead and just jam Sparring Regimen. If they have Negate, I'm going to be a sad panda. They don't, so we're happy. We will grab, in this situation... I like Expanded Anatomy because their Scurrid Colony is stopping my Arrogant Poet from mattering. Yep. Untap, still attacking. If they have the Bullfrog here, I get blown out. But, yeah, I'm willing to play around, or not play around Bullfrog. That card doesn't seem super great to me. Alright, they're just going to pass it back without playing a land. We're going to play Killian out, because now we get to kill this for 1 mana. And we get to Expanded Anatomy this. Because Killian's busted. Let's put a counter on the Froggy again. Not paying life to attack into nothing. And opponent has 2 lands and we have, what, 9, 10 power on the board? They would like to concede. We have 7 wind, another draft. Feels really good. This is a crazy good deck. So, like, this deck is so good that it didn't need Learn, and it still got to play it, because we had 4 professors. Why are people passing me professors? I got 3 pack 3 professors. That was crazy. I probably took 1 when I should have taken an Intro to Prophecy, because we had ended up with not enough lessons. Don't even care. Taking the professors. We never ran out of lessons in our sideboard because we were so crazy aggressive. So then I think it's fine. I guess I had triple combat professor. I thought I had double. We had triple. 3 combat professors, 4 professors of symbology, double flunk eliminate closing statement with sparring regimen. This is the MVP card of the draft. You see this card like we did pack 1, pick 1, you take it. I don't know if there's very many, if any, of the Mystical Archive cards I would take over this. It keeps making having a mopey creature on the board better as long as you can attack without losing that creature. It's great. Alrighty. Well, we 7-1'd. We get to claim our prizes. We went up in gyms again and get 6 packs. That feels really, really awesome. Feeling like I'm starting to get a handle on Strixhaven draft. Also feeling like we just got hooked up there. So a Blue Sun Zenith. That's a cool pickup. We've got a Flame Scroll Celebrant. Not thinking that card's as playable. What else are we going to get? We got a Leonin and Light Scribe. That's an awesome pull. Sign in Blood. Infuriate with a Rushed Rebirth. What do we got here? We got an Efreet Flame Painter and a Mana Tithe. And then what do we got? We're looking at Crozen Grip and Blot Out the Sky. Yeah, that is a card you'd like to open in draft for sure. Alrighty, well, it is 11:15. What's our weather report? So we're streaming because we don't sleep during thunderstorms. It is supposed to keep going for another hour. Yeah, we're just going to run it back. Enjoying Premier Draft, enjoying talking our way through this. Feels pretty good. We are ready. Is everybody else ready? They are? Alright, here we go. We open Devastating Mastery. This is not a card I'm super high on. 6 mana, destroy all non-land permanents. We'll sit here and think about whether we think that's playable. This is just an instant 3 mana lightning bolt. I think Urza's Rage is the pick here. If you're really, really crazy, there's people that think you need to be taking environmental sciences this early. Cram Session and Arcane Subtraction aren't cards that I'm going to miss. I'm pretty sure Urza's Rage is the right pick here. I'm happy. I'm happy to take a red card here that I think is powerful. So like what? Kicker is 9. You have to get 12 mana. Yeah, so this is just open fire or Wizard's Lightning without the cost reduction. It's a 3 mana lightning bolt. We'll take it. Into Plarg, I think, is where we're going because Mage Hunter's Onslaught is putting us off of red, and Plarg is just sending the signal that red is what we're taking up. I really like Onslaught, but I've got a removal spell, and Plarg's ability to just discard a card and draw a card, and then reveal cards from the top and cast them if you're aggressive enough. I'm happy with that. We will go mythic or rare mystical archive card into Plarg. I don't think we're going Chaos Warp. It's not the dumbest thing I've ever heard, but I don't think we're Chaos Warping here. The question, though, is what we're doing instead. It might be start from scratch. There are some really powerful artifacts. I don't mind having a lesson that can just pick off an Inkling summoning. The other card I'm looking at is Study Break. This start feels like we're Lore Hold, but it doesn't necessarily feel open. I'm going to grab the start from scratch. We're going to stay just red, and we're going to see what happens. Lore Hold would be great with this guy's, the backside of this card, but man, that's another late Mage Hunter's Onslaught. There's a strategic planning that I don't think is that great. Are we going to be just out of luck here? I think what we do here is we take environmental sciences. This pick does not commit at all. And we see if our red rares here just don't matter for us. This looks better. I think I'm just taking a Combat Professor. We could just take Fuming Effigy too. But I kind of have a love for Combat Professor to the point that I'm going to take it there. Now we have a choice between Infuriate and Guiding Voice. I think Guiding Voice signals white is open more than Infuriate signals anything, so I'm going to grab it because I like the card. Somebody was talking about this. All right, so at the beginning of your end step, mill a card. If a land card is milled this way, you gain a life. Otherwise, you deal 1 damage to each opponent. Exile a creature card from your graveyard. You know, I think it's Inkling Summoning, but we could consider playing a card like that. Maybe it'll come all the way around. Do we get a wheel on pack 7? Maybe. Yes, I think we get 1 card back. This is probably just a Pigment Storm. I don't think this card is good enough. Yeah, I like Pigment Storm. So we've got 3 lessons and 5 cards that I'm happy playing. That feels pretty good. We just need to find things that say learn now. Well, we have 1. We have Guiding Voice. This feels like it's an okay start to a Lorehold deck. I'm not sure there are great starts to Lorehold decks. It's not really where I want to be. But if that's the lane that's open, I'm going to take it and run with it. I haven't really seen blue, so I don't think we could have gone Prismari that easily. There have been some okay blue-red cards, but I haven't seen good blue. Like, if we've been past a Barian Books or something at this point, I'd be more interested. All right. Stonebinder's Familiar gets really good with Tome Shredders. This is just a bear that makes your spirits more powerful. I'm going to grab this because I think it's a more unique effect that you're not going to get as easily, and then we get to just grab the Tome Shredder. Spirit Summoning's really good here too, but I want a Tome Shredder. I'm gonna take Chaos Warp because we don't want any of the other cards. First Day of Class is not a card that I've been crazy impressed with, but it does say Learn on it, and I don't think Beaming Defiance or Reconstruct History are what we're doing. We're going to grab it knowing we're probably not playing it. I can live with that. Here, do we need a 2-drop more than we need a 4-3? Yes, I think we're more aggressive. The 4-3 is pretty good, though, so I'll take a Sloth. I probably don't want to play it. We'll take a last pick, make your mark as well. Alright, so we know we're not playing this. Auric Lore Mage is black, not that good. These three aren't in our colors. Our pick here is between Pilgrim of the Ages and Introduction to Annihilation. This pack's kind of mopey. I do like Pilgrim in a deck like this, though. You get to go get a land, and then late game you can make sure you keep hitting some lands. We've already got 3 lessons. Intro's fine, but it's not like something that I'm going to miss if I don't get a copy. Would love to have one, but not heartbroken if I don't get one. The question here is, are we a aggressive Lorehold deck, or are we a controlling Lorehold deck? So if we think we're aggressive enough, we take another Tome Shredder. If we're not sure, we got a Tome Shredder on the wheel pretty easily too. I'm going to take Rise, and I'm going to set up to be a heavy removal Lorehold deck if we can. We've got 3 pretty good removal spells so far. This is the part that I don't like about Lorehold. I feel like it, as a college, wants to do things that just don't feel like they make sense. So it's not as aggressive as I'd like it to be. This card's just not good. I haven't had good luck with it. I'm going to take an Elemental Summoning. I do like... Okay, so here. Exile an instant sorcery card from your graveyard. Deals X damage to each non-dragon creature... Are we wanting to... Yeah, I mean, if we're going to be... You know what? We're going to try to be controlling Lorehold. That doesn't feel like it's a thing. But we have the removal. Now we just need to find some... You know, more like Combat Professor style effects. Some... what are they called? Professor of Symbologies. We would take some Professor of Symbologies. Do we like Intro to Prophecy more than we like Prismari Pledge Mage? I think so. I'm going to do the exact opposite thing of what we just did in our last draft. I'm going to stack my board with lessons and then not have learn cards. We had too many learn cards before, now we're going to have too many lessons. It's probably reasonably a reduced to memory here. I think we can get more 2-drops. We're not getting that easily. Alright, so we're going to try for the value sideboard. We just get a shock here. Yeah. Pick 7 shock. Feels like we're in the right lane. Do we go double reduce? It doesn't seem that good. But what are we taking? Are we taking Enthusiastic Study with a poor creature base? I don't think so. We're just going to grab all the lessons in this pack and hope that we find some win conditions eventually. Because how many creatures are we looking at? 7. Okay. 7's better than I thought we were. So we've got a Relic Sloth, a Combat Professor, a Pilgrim and a Tome Shredder, a Plarg, a Blood Age General, and a Stonebinder's Familiar. Hopefully we'll wheel some of the like mopey 2/2s here and see how aggressive we actually are. We may not play Draconic Intervention. That doesn't really seem like it's on theme here. I feel like maybe that card's supposed to go in Prismari. Definitely. But you know, how often do you get to draft a controlling Lorehold deck? With this much removal, I'm pretty sure Make Your Mark is a 1-mana, make a 3/2 red and white spirit token, because for some reason it doesn't say its controller creates a 3/2 red and white spirit token. It says just do it. Hey, what's up? Yeah, getting drunk playing Modern. That sounds like fun. Happy birthday, Mark. It's a big one again. Oh man, this pack sucks. Mark's had 17 summer shandies. That's my boy. That away, Mark. It is your birthday. Enjoy it. We're just gonna take a first day, even though I'm not sure we're gonna play it. Here we go. Am I supposed to take a Prismari Pledge Mage over a Tome Shredder? Now it looks like Prismari's open, but we're like a little too far into white. I don't like the double red. I like Tome Shredder enough. We'll just take a 2 here. Take a 2 here? Or do we take a Thrill? I don't mind Thrill. Let's take a Thrill. This deck is definitely not as good as the last one we had. We had Quad Professor of Symbology with broken Sparring Regimen and... oh man, though, we get a Venerable War Singer. That's a good... And this pack is loaded in Lorehold. We're going to get something back. This card makes our deck significantly better. I'm really happy with a Venerable War Singer here. Would prefer to wheel probably Lorehold Pledge Mage, although we don't have a Spirit Summoning yet, so that's good too, but we're War Singing. They will be singing about that War Singer for many years. Or it'll be singing? I don't know. Something about singing. Oh, Dueling Coach has underperformed for me. Academic Dispute says learn, but I'd rather just take Guiding Voice. Are we taking Guiding Voice over a Dueling Coach? I don't know. So what are we putting +1/+1 counters on that we're that excited about? Not a whole lot. I think we are taking Guiding Voice over a Dueling Coach. It feels really weird, but I've just been kind of underwhelmed. Prismari Command? Really? Yeah. Can we splash it? We don't have any way to splash it right now. Do we want to try to splash it? Because is Intro to Annihilation that good for us? We've already got a Sciences, 2 Reduces, and a Prophecy and an Elemental Summoning. This card's fine. This card's also fine, but like... I think I'm overvaluing Prismari Command there. I'm going to go with the card that I know I'm going to play. We don't have an Expanded Anatomy yet. Is that better than another Pigment Storm? I don't think this is making it. Do we want Pigment Storm, or do we just want to make bigger dudes? How many creatures? 12? I just like Pigment Storm too much. Probably not the right pick. Make bigger dudes? Yeah. Maybe we'll get one here later. I think I overvalue Pigment Storm. I really like the reach on it when you get to the really late game. So like if your opponent has an X1 in play, the board's clogged and they're at 4, you can just kill them, and that part seems super great to me. So I love these situations. This is a red-white land. I should want it, but I just don't. I just don't think it's that good. I think I'm taking another Prismari Pledge Mage, and we're just going to hope we get to, like, jam and smash face. Here I think it's Ardent Dusk Speaker, though. Yeah. If we can clear the way, that's pretty good. Intro's not awful. Pigment Storm, again, is fine. Oh, now there's a Return Pass Caller. We're supposed to take Return Pass Caller. I almost missed that. I don't know how I almost missed that, but we're supposed to take that. Ooh. I'll take an Illuminate History. I've been fine with this card. I'd love this. I'd take this. I'd like that. Too bad this is our pack 7. We're gonna take this because I've been happy with being able to discard lands and just make a creature. I guess we study because we just need the learn ability. We take a Pledge Mage probably because we have enough lessons. This slots in just fine. Pillar Drop Warden is like against what we're doing. But I don't think we're playing... Maybe we're playing Defend and like using it to pump the team. We'll take just another 2-drop. Another 4/3 is actually a pretty good pickup there. We'll take a Tome Shredder. Alright, I think we're just playing aggro again here. We're probably not playing Relic Sloth, but we'll see what things look like. We have 33 cards in the pile. So yeah, some of these cards are going bye-bye. Thrilling Discovery is probably one of them. We'll see. What's pick 15? We get a last pick. Drum roll. Stonebound Mentor, a card that we're going to play in this deck. That feels pretty good. Alright. How many learn abilities do I have? So I have 2 Guiding Voice that I think are the best ones to play here. I don't think First Day of Class is really that good. No, I don't think we're playing First Day of Class. I don't think we're playing Thrilling Discovery. I don't think we're playing Defend. I don't think we need to play Relic Sloth. So we're working... The problem with cutting like cards like First Day, though, is we're working with a board that has... this, and this. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 lessons. And 4 ways to go get them. I just don't think I want to play First Day of Class, though. It's just not that good here. Yeah, I'm fine with that. I don't think we're playing it. How many non-creatures? We're playing 11 currently. Does that make cards like Tome Shredder less good? I think so. I'm going to go down 1 here. I like Pilgrim a lot because our high end is really good. I don't think Thrill is what I'm wanting to do. I mostly was going to be playing it to make these better. I'm fine with getting rid of those. Stonebinder's Familiar is still good with Tome Shredder and Venerable Warsinger, so I think we're good there. What are we cutting? That's the question. So let's make a removal pile. We've got Double Pigment Storm, Rise, Urza's Rage, Shock. Is that all we've got? Yeah, so we got to keep all those in, I think. That's really not an abundance of removal. Maybe we're cutting Make Your Mark. I think we are because we're not actually as heavy on removal as I thought we were, and it's just fine. It's not a card that I'm that sad about getting rid of. I think we can get 1 Fuming Effigy out. We're pretty low on the curve. Maybe these aren't that good, actually. So let's think about Fuming Effigy coming back. Yeah, I don't know. I like some early drops with the Enthusiastic Studies and the Guiding Voices. Do we have any more? We have the Prismari Pledge Mages are like our only other low drop option. Do we like those enough? Though I don't think we do. Because we still have to cut cards. So, like 1 Fuming Effigy and don't think it's rise or return. I think we're going to end up long enough game there. Maybe it's just another fuming effigy. If we cut this, we're basically going aggro with a couple cards that we don't mind drawing past 4. I think that's fine. Plargza, mana sink, late game. Let's try this. We'll see what happens. Weird draft. We went double red rare into not feel like it was very open, into get a bunch of stuff that I thought was pretty good but not like unbeatable, and we're up against Krark. Man, I would give half my fortune for a mountain, but we just have to pass that up. And here we're bottoming either Blood Age General or Lorehold Pledge Mage. Probably just the second General. We'll go turn 1/1/1. Alright, we'll just go turn 2/2/2. Hope we find a land. I guess we can environmental sciences off of Guiding Voice if we have to. We find the land. So now we're just swinging, playing the Pledge Mage. If we get rejected here, we don't care. Okay, sure, you got me. But what you didn't know is you gave me a +1/+1 counter, so I'll get over it. That's kind of funny. I actually didn't know that either, so I would have missed that in paper. Letter of acceptance. I will accept that you have a letter, and we will go a swinging for 6. Here's to hoping we can aggro our way through this. 5 mana, they just play a Maelstrom Muse. Yeah, okay, is this a spirit? It's just a wolf. Makes sense. So we're gonna play a Tome Shredder. We're gonna put a counter on Blood Age General and go get... probably just a reduce isn't as good here. Is it? We have 4 mana. The thing's a 2/4. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to grab here because I have so many cool things. Let's grab an Inky because that can fly. We're going to attack with these 3. Let them move to blockers. We weren't supposed to attack with that Tome Shredder. Let's see if our opponent figures that out. They did. Oops. We shred this. They go to 4. Alright. They're at 4. They're expressing their iteration. That makes me feel like we're not completely dead here. One card. So this is whatever one of my cards extra during your turn. Alright. Dang, I was hoping it was anybody's turn, but it's not. I knew that. Are we mage dueling? We're shocking. We have a shock, but it doesn't kill any of my creatures. That part feels good. They're drawing a card. GG's? Like, yeah. Alright. Well, we aggroed them out. That was the goal when we drafted Lorehold. It worked so far. We could think about the Pledge Mages, but the double red makes me a little leery. I'm just going to run this back. So yeah, 1 win with Lorehold so far. Feeling like we're understanding the format better than we did when we first started streaming. So... been doing this for a week and already starting to feel like I get it a little better. That feels good. That feels like we're moving in the right direction. Opponent goes first. We have a 4-lander with a 2-drop and a 3-drop. I think I'm okay with that. We don't really have that many 1-drop creatures in this deck. They have a Clever Lumimancer. So this will be interesting because I don't know. Yeah, I haven't been like insanely impressed with Lumimancer, but we'll see here. I mean, if they just like kill my dude. Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna go Stonebound Mentor, and I think I'm fine with the we'll just both sit back plan to start off with here. We'll put... Nice. Alright, so my opponent just put a card into play that basically says, get wrecked. That is painful. Alright, so we're gonna do this. This is creature, right? Yeah, I wish we had a intro to Annihilation now. We're gonna start getting aggressive here. They're just gonna start turning their creatures into flyers. And I'm not sure that's good for us. I definitely am supposed to attack with more than one creature there if I'm attacking at all. That was a mistake, because I just gave them a free creature. I'm not supposed to do that. My bad. Oh my goodness. They just have a deck full of creatures and a dramatic finale. I don't know if we can really get out of this. We'll try. Nothing is good here, though. Dear Lord, are we in trouble. Yeah, this card is absolutely busted. Draft it when you see it early. Pretty hard to play if you're not in those colors. Really hard to play if you're not in those colors. Really, really hard to play if you're not specifically just Silver Quill. Okay, so what are we supposed to do here? They're literally just wrecking our face. Are we supposed to just scoop them up? I don't think so yet. We're going to go to blocks. I'm going to... Is this attacking spirits? So that doesn't do anything. We'll block here. So what we want to do here is we want to trade off in a way that they only get one Inky instead of a bunch. So we get rid of 2 of their dudes and they only get 1 Inkling instead of 2. It's still not great for us. Are we just exiling something? I think so. I think we exile the ingredient? No, we have to exile that and the spell. We go get... nothing. Illuminate. Elemental Summoning doesn't block flyers. I guess we grab an Inkling Summoning because it can block something, and then we get in for 2 because we can't block the fly or the menace. So there's like a snowball's chance in hell we've semi-stabilized here, being able to put an Inkling Summoning into play. Let's get in for 2 again and pass the turn. If they kill our Inky, we're in trouble. If they keep... Yeah, so I don't think we're winning this really, but they're just going to attack with the Unwilling Ingredient. I think that's the right call here. So am I supposed to cycle this to learn? I don't think so. I think we want it on our turn. So here, I'm just going to put it on Stonebinder. We're going to grab... What are we grabbing here? Maybe Introduction or Illuminate. Illuminate just like draws 1 card, makes a ground blocker, which is like not the worst thing in the world, but it's not great. Oh, this game's rough, but we still are kind of in it? I don't know. Let's grab Reduce. Because that exiles. So let's exile their dramatic finale. Hey, finally found the line. Now we just don't attack and pass the turn. That might have come close to stabilizing us. I'm not gonna get like ahead of myself here, but that was really good. We are forced to trade here and block here and go to 2. Yeah, that part was bad. We're at 2. I think we do want to do this now because we just go grab what? Let's view the battlefield. We have to kill unwilling ingredient. Yeah, so I think we are just grabbing start from scratch. As bad as that seems. So I'm just gonna kill this. And then we have to say no attacks and pass. So we've got a 5/5, but if they find any way to pump a star pupil or kill my dude, we die. We're like this close to stabilizing this game, but I think I realized that I could exile their enchantment too late. We gotta just let them go to attacks. If they swing with both, we have to block this one. If they have anything at all, nope, they're just gonna put us to 1. Alright, we're at 1. Now, I don't know if I need to cycle this here or not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I think I still do because I want elemental summoning. And we have to pass because any creature kills us here, including a star pupil attacking. So, not ideal, but they're flooding out a little bit. We're starting to look like we could maybe. Yeah, I'm going to put that into play and swing for 5. I'm gonna get frisky and feel like maybe I've got a shot now. Alright, getting that off the board is big. What you got? Wow, we get devastating mastery. That was brutal. That was beyond brutal. That was just disgusting. And now we draw 2 lands in a row after we get just... Oh, and we can't even Guiding Voice because we don't have a creature. Alright, give me a creature off the top here, because that kills me. That literally kills me if we... Okay, Pilgrim. Get into play, buddy. Yeah, give me that Plains. Put a counter on it. Give me... introduction? Or do I need to... Yeah, we want introduction. Although environmental sciences is tempting to not die. So we'll introduction to prophecy. How many lands are untapped right now? I think enough that we're going to do it like this. And we're going to use a Pigment Storm to kill a 1/1 to make sure that we're not dying, and then we're going to get to buy back a spell. I think we have a chance to stabilize this at 1. Is Rise of Exodus the card we want? Yeah, Rise is what we want here. Yeah, because that just draws us another card. Yep, so... Oh, man, we can't kill it. That is just beautiful. We're going to Tome Shredder. We've got to hope that our Return Past Caller lives now. Oh, I was supposed to attack with Pilgrim there. Mistake. Okay, so they get to put a creature into play. I'm gonna get rid of a Guiding Voice. I've got a 3/3. Alright, now we are going to just get this thing off the board. Go get environmental sciences or just illuminate. We're going to illuminate. So this is discard any number of cards, then draw that many. Then you can make a 3/3. That doesn't really feel like it's necessarily better than this. So I think what we're supposed to do here is we attack for 6. They have to just take it. I'm going to just play this down. They have to top deck a removal spell from my return pass caller, or I think we got there. Okay, that's good for them here. We have to chump block with that. They go to 11. Currently, I only have... Okay, that's bad for me. Yeah, alright, we'll discard the mountain. We draw a plains. Good game. I can't get there. Six and 7 is 13. We have 13 lands in play. Yeah, when your Lorehold deck has 13 mana, you're dead. We tried. We fought valiantly, but we weren't getting there. Not cool, though, guy. Not cool that they had... Alright, so note to self, reduced to memory can hit any non-land permanent. That note is very important. Opponent goes first. I have 2 2/2s and a 6-mana 4/2. I don't think that's aggressive enough. I like this better, but I'm not happy about it. I'm putting a 4th land on the bottom. Neither of these hands were good. Ugh. Glad I bottomed the 4th land since we found a 5th one. Plarg, though? Plarg is a good start here. Let's start doing some shit. We got the Dina Chaos. What do you got? 3 mana Think Tank. Holy Lands. Yeah. Holy Lands, that game. I really felt like I had a chance to win that. That Owl and Shieldmaid's Ward, that's the best I've seen have to pay 3 life as Ward in this format. Really think I screwed up and had an opportunity to get rid of that enchantment faster, but it is what it is. I can live with it. So here we want to play a Plains. I think we want to put a counter on Tome Shredder, because then we're able to outclass their dude. And do I want Introduction? Do I want Reduce? I don't think we need to reduce it. We could just Elemental Summoning next turn. We could Inkling Summoning next turn. Yeah, we're just going to grab the card we know we can... We're not attacking into a creature that's bigger than ours, but we might discard a land and draw a card here. So they're up to 6 mana. We're probably getting out aggroed again. Yeah, the Zoo Boy, that's a pretty good card to have in play for them now. Attack. No? Alright, we'll get rid of this. I think we're fine with discarding a Plains to draw a card here because we just need to find a little bit more action. We'll go ahead and put this into play and pass. So nobody has a good attack here. Not really where you want to be. We can start just plarging. Oh yeah, so this guy says whenever I cast an instant or sorcery, I can pay 2, otherwise they get to copy it? Well, that's bullshit. Guess we're not casting a Rise of Exodus until we have more mana. I'm gonna just sit home on Plarg. Huh. Yeah, I guess we Warsinger Stonebound Mentor here. We just flood the board. And then we'll work towards getting it where we've got some stuff out of the way. They're going to curate. I think that's fine. We're not discarding Rise here, but we have to put 2 more mana in play or get rid of this card before we are happy casting an instant or sorcery. Wandering Archaic here doing some work. Because I was just going to exile their Professor of Zoomancy and start getting frisky, but not really thinking that's great when they get to exile one of my duders. Less of a fan of my duders getting exiled. Don't be touching my duders. Now we can Enthusiastic Study and pay the 2. So I'm going to get in there with this guy and just see what they do. If they don't really do anything, we're just going to stay back. They're going to bury it in books. Hell yeah, that's, I mean, is good for them, but they had to use a bury in books on a token, and it didn't really get them any further on the board, so I'll get over it. Not ideal, but it is what it is. So we're looking to plug into a creature here, I think, and so this is reveal. You may cast, you don't have to, so if we reveal a spell, we can just say, nah, I don't want you to copy that. That seems fine. I think we'll do that. They're pop quizzing over there, so now they've got more cards. They've got too many cards. I don't like how many cards they have. No es bueno. Stop it with the cards. Yeah, that's a big dude. You already had a big dude, and a big dude, and a big dude. Quit making big dudes. I don't like it. Let's hope we hit a creature, I guess, is what we're planning on, right? That's what we said. Yeah, I guess that's what we want. Are they, like, debating whether they're attacking or not? I don't understand what's happening. We'll gladly Enthusiastic Study a Tome Shredder if they give us the opportunity. Pass to attacks. Come at me, bro. No? Alright, we're gonna do this. Show me. Yeah! Alright, we'll play a 1/1. Hell yeah. Get that 1/1 out there. So, I think... if they have another berry, this sucks for us. I'm gonna swing with just Tome Shredder. We'll see how they block. We can do up to 8 damage here, which is pretty sweet. They have to figure I have something here. Like, why would I attack like this if I don't? Oh, this is pretty good, I think. We'll just throw the Enthusiastic Studies. I will pay. We're gonna grab Reduce. Reduce. We're gonna eat their creatures and do damage to them. They get to gain 1 life. And we'll end the turn. Alright, so I feel like the board is getting more where we want it to be here. We're going to get this out of the way with Reduce to Memory, I think. They get to play a 4/4. Yeah, I mean, we still got a lot of slogging to do here to get where we're happy with the board state, but... Frost Trickster's really good. What are they tapping? Tome Shredder? The big boy, I imagine, right? No, Venerable Warsinger. Yeah, I mean, that is one of the cards that you should be scared of. You should, and very correctly... Oh, that's barf-tastic. We lose our Tome Shredder, and they get to keep their token? Yucky. Yucky, yucky, yucky. Let's discard this Blood Age General and draw a card. We get a shock. Let's kill their token. Ha! They get to kill my Plarg. I forgot how that works. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Oops. We are going to say, you don't get to keep this goddamn thing anymore. You get a 3/2. And then we're gonna pass turn. But quit it. Quit it with your old crappy 4/4. That thing was a pain in my ass and it cost me my Plarg. Man, if I would have just been paying attention, I would have just shocked after we did that and we would have been fine. Yeah, I mean, tapping down my dudes and getting in there is pretty good here. We're not blocking like anything. And they get to gain life and learn? Yeah. Expanded Anatomy is a good card. What are we doing here? We're rising something. Is it the flyer or is it the 3/4? No block. That's what we gotta decide. I don't know if we're rising. So now our options are different. The nice thing is that means we can go get... Okay, so are we supposed to, like... What do we have that I can go get? We have a start that doesn't do it. We have an introduction and a reduce. I need more white mana. I think we're just supposed to reduce to Exodus, the Quandrix Cultivator, taking their Bury-in books. That makes this a 3/3 now. Now I get another reduce. Let's attack because I'm not blocking their 3/2. And do we have any Creachies? We have Creachies now. So Venerable Warsinger gets a lot better. They're gonna play a 3/2. Yeah. That's fine. Whatever you expanded Anatomy, I'm gonna kill. So you should expand an Anatomy your Spirit. Yup. Because you effectively know you're losing it. Now the question is, am I happy killing a Spirit and giving you... I think I have to here. So we get to reduce this. And then we can just Urza's Rage the Frost Trickster. Do they have something? No. Okay. I'm just going to do it that way. We're going to say no attacks. And then next turn we get to like Guiding Voice this and just start finding ways to be better. I like that. We've come back from way down here. They're down to 12 cards in their deck. We still have 20. So the card advantage has not been on our side, but our wish board has been really powerful. But we're at 5, so it could definitely go south here real fast. Like, if they double attack, we have to block. Probably have to block both of them, in fact. They chose not to. I like that. I really appreciate you not attacking me. So we're going to Guiding Voice on the Venerable Warsinger. We're going to grab... Probably Illuminate History here, and then what are we doing? Are we Tome Shredding? I don't think we're Illuminating History. What's Tome... Yeah, let's Tome Shredder. And then, like, pretend that we have something more than just we're attacking with this. They probably have a Bury-in books or something here the way they're... Yeah, so they're going to bury that in books. I'm going to let it happen. They're going to go to blockers and take 3. We're going to play this and pass the turn. So they buried it, but our board is still stronger than theirs, right? Alright, they're attacking. That's not like my favorite thing in the world, but we're gonna block just with that. What do they got? Arcane Subtraction, and they're gonna learn. Sure, you kill my creature with a trick. This thing wasn't doing anything, so whatever. Now the question is, do they have an elemental summoning? And the answer is yes. So that's less good for us. Let's go ahead and get our Tome Shredding on. Bottom that. Grab the Venerable Warsinger again. Alright, now we're going to Tome Shred here because it makes this a 4/4 that can block that. And we can keep Pigment Storm on top. Yeah, I'm good. Okay, that looks better. So Reckless Amplimancer is a problem long term here. Let's see what they do. Do they think they're supposed to attack here? They do. I think I'm actually considering chumping. No, I'll offer the trade. Because Warsinger gets to start getting frisky here. So, this costs 5. It's actually the most powerful card on the board. We're gonna Pigment Storm it. Yeah. So you just take 1 damage. That's fine. Do I want to trade my Venerable Warsinger for one of those 2 creatures? The answer is no. Would I trade Stonebound Mentor for either one? Yes. Damage and passing turn. Alright, so now we're just trying to... They find life and get to learn. This could be real bad for me. What do they get? If they've got a Fractal Summoning or something, we're in bad shape. Hopefully they're like running out of lessons at this point. They're down to 9 total cards in their library. Mostly they've found their lands. The fact that they're thinking this long makes me wonder if they still have a ton of lessons. That'd be pretty impressive. I wouldn't have thought you would at this point, but they're acting like they've got something to go get. That or they're just roping. Yeah, they got an expanded anatomy. Damn, that's really good here still. They're going to pass, though, and not play it. Okay. I'm going to get rid of Reduce to Memory. I'm going to scry Lorehold Pledge Mage to the top. Alright. Are we Illuminating? No, we're just Lorehold Pledge Maging. Getting in with Stonebound Mentor once again. And passing the turn. These 2 are holding back Venerable Warsinger, which I know is what they're basically doing here, but they're not holding it back enough. We're still swinging. And we're getting closer to where we just get to start going after him. Aether Helix. Return a Frost Trickster, bounce this. Well, I'm going to do this here because I want to... Actually, I'm good with that card. That might be what we need to win this game. So they're going to tap down Venerable Warsinger, though, I think. Right? Tap the Warsinger, tap the Pledge Mage. That's smart. Because now I have to give up my Warsinger. Yep, that was a smart play. And now I just die to Frost Trickster? Alright. We have 6 mana, meaning we cannot Illuminate History plus Enthusiastic Study. We have 6, 7, 8, 9 here. I think we are... Well, we can't Okay, never mind. We just die to this, right? So we have to just cast this, then figure out where we're at. I think we have to leave it back. And I think we still die. So we can't Inkling Summoning because we tapped wrong. We're gonna Environmental. I'm gonna go get a land. And I'm pretty sure we die because they have... Wow, they played that really well. Props to the opponent. We'll give them the opportunity to screw up, but we're dead. I mean, by attacking, we're just dead anyway, right? Good game. They outplayed us there. I enjoyed that game. I did not enjoy that Aether Helix. That was the blowout of the entire game. That broke the game wide open and really, really destroyed us. So, if you didn't know, that card was good already. So, after 2 7-win decks in a row, we are 1-2 with a deck I thought was definitely at least better than 1-2. Jesus. Maybe not, though. Really there, that goes to show where I don't like Venerable Warsinger. They just clogged the board and I couldn't do anything. Oh good, we're up against a diamond player for our win or don't get to play anymore match. But we're going to keep this because we're doing the aggro thing. We just have to hope that this hand gets enough power on the board quick enough. And that they don't just like play a 2-2 here and start trading off. And we want to see them not get something down here. Like a cram session or a hunt is fine. A 2-2 is already too much, which means we're probably not playing a very good deck. Yeah, this one didn't go very well. Highs and lows. Holy shit. Yeah, that's not just a 2-2. That's a freaking busted 2-2. Alright, we're in race mode. So we're gonna just jam, cast another one, jam, kill it. Okay, they had to Campus Guide here. That's a little better for us. So maybe we're not just jamming. Because I don't really want to lose these to a Campus Guide, because that's embarrassing. Now I get to jam. Let's go Guiding Voice on here. Grab what? We don't need to grab a removal spell, so let's grab Elemental Summoning. Let's play another one of these, and then let's jam with the Blood Age General. In turn. Okay. I think we're better off than we were a turn ago, but I don't know anything more than that. Pigment Storm has to kill Dragon's Guard Elite here. Costs too much mana to double that, so I think we're still in good shape. They went and got a Pest Summoning. That's not a problem. Arrogant Poet's not a problem. We will eat this with one of our wolves to make it bigger, and then we will just take this thing out. Now I have to decide if I'm willing to trade my Blood Age General for 2 of their things. No, we're going to wait until we can hold up Shock and got him. That's the plan. I think that works here. They're at 11, so we need to get a little more aggressive with how we're doing this, but I think we can swing for 9 next turn. They have a Blood Researcher. That's a problem. We get to shock it, though, so that feels good. Yeah, we are just shocking this. Playing this, and then... Am I okay with trading any of these? Probably this one. Like, if they want to trade it for a campus guide and a pest, I just gotta get shit off the board. We get to eat the shock with a tome shredder that'll go to being a 4, and we get to scry. I think we're managing this board now, but I don't know. It's the pest summonings are actually going to be pesky here. They're still not great. I don't think that card's that good, but our deck is running out of gas where they look better now than they should. That's what I'm seeing. Alright, opponents roping, so they've either got like a bunch of good options or no good options. They go with make 2 1/1s, so hopefully that means that they're kind of out of options. Alright, and then we scry. What do we have on top? Planes? No, I don't think I need that right now. I'm looking for action. Guiding Voice is action. So if we... Yeah, we're gonna just make this bigger. And we're gonna grab Start from Scratch and just kill the Arrogant Poet. Now we have good attacks. That's better. That looked better. This is what we were trying to do with the deck the whole time. I love that we got blown out by the planar cleansing in one of the games we lost that I overplayed because who plays planar cleansing, and then we lost. It's funny. I enjoy the humor. Do they have a Lash of Malice here? It seems like it. They have a Professor's Warning, and they chose to put a +1/+1 counter on it. So they go to 6 here. We have 2 4/4s and a 4/4 in hand. You gotta put something in play. Alright, so that kills that, but... Alright, you're at 2, and I have 2 4/4s. Show me your route to victory. Impress me. You find your way out of this, I'm impressed. I mean, we're still at 18, we're like drawing a land just means we play Return Past Caller. We still have what? Yeah, we have... Yeah. Alright. We got 1 back there, at least. It was starting to look like we weren't going to get that far. Could be worse. We're working on a 2/2 now. The 3rd win is the big one here. If we can get at least 1,000 gems back, we'd probably be fine with it. A 2-win deck is really painful. Fortunately, we had 2 7s in a row, so that's like another 1,400 gems that we profited, but we'd like to keep profiting them. We don't want to spend those that we got that quickly. This draft just wasn't as good. I'd be really... Honestly, if we can get our 3rd win, I'd be really happy and just kind of okay with a 3/3 out of this deck. 4 would be, like, better than this probably should do. Do we have anybody? We don't have anybody. Alright. I'm going to take a pee, and then I'll be right back. All right, all right. Let's see if we can make something out of this. Let's look at the deck again here real quick just to make sure that we're not missing something. I actually think I'm going to bring in the Defend the Campus because we've been having a hard time with and you know what? Let's have fun with a Chaos Warp because what do we have to lose? The Tome Shredders have actually been really good too. So let's think about those cards. What haven't we liked? Well, we haven't drawn Combat Professor, which has been real sad because I love that card. No, Pilgrim I want. Chaos Warp's just dumb. I'm not falling into that trick all on my own there. Do I like a Tome Shredder better than a Lorehold Pledge Mage? Probably not. So let's take that out. What did we bring in then? Defend. I think we do need Defend. Let's take... Let's actually go to 16 lands and try that, because as our last comment in chat is holy lands, we've flooded a little bit. Okay, well, our first deck of the night was good. This one's pretty mediocre. So if we can get this win, I'll be really happy. If we get another one past that, I'll be just like tickled. This hand's probably too slow, but we've got, you know, critical mass of creatures plus move a big thing out of the way, or oh, there you are, Plarg. Thanks for showing up late to the party. Probably was supposed to play Lorehold Pledge Mage there. We've got a Quandrix Pledge Mage in play now. Yikes. So we super duper easily offer the trade here. They're not gonna take it. Then we put Lorehold Pledge Mage and Stonebinders into play and pass the turn. Yeah, I mean, we have some things going for us now. Not a lot, but some. Pillar Drop Warden. Sure. That seems like a brick wall. Alright, so if we attack, we're not really losing anything by sending these two in. Let's send these two in, just see what they do. They'll block one of them. Yeah, they'll block that one. Yep. Taken two. And then we'll just put, I think we want to put Plarg. Yeah, we want a Plarg here, because then we'll potentially just start casting cards with Plarg. Yeah, that doesn't exile it, unfortunately, but we can start casting them and exiling them with Tome Shredders. Yeah. There's a Pigment Storm. Are we Pigment Storming the Pledge Mage? I think so. I'm pretty good with that. Pillar Drop Warden doesn't really scare me, so if we can get the Pledge Mage off the board, I'm happy. Test of Talents. They get both of them. Oh, that's just... Okay, so what we do get is we get a +1/+1 counter on our Stonebinders familiar. And then we get nothing else, because holy crap does that hurt. Yeah, we lose that. We do get that at least, so we get to put a +1/+1 counter here. Yep, give me that. And then Scry, yeah, we'll keep that card. So, did we get anything good out of that? No. No, we did not. We will just pass. And they get to pop quiz? Man, that was a good turn for them. looking like this is going to be a 2-2 or 2-3 deck, and that's sad, but it is what it is. What are you going to do? So we'll Guiding Voice here, I think, and go get what? We'll have to figure that out. Then we at least have Defend. Oh, we can Defend and kill the Quandrix Pledge Mage now, so that's like a little bit better. Illustrious Historian resolves, not worried about that. They play a tap land. The question here then is, do they like have a way to blow out my Defend the Campus? I'll find out. I want this thing dead. If they have another one of those, they have another one of those. I can't really play around it. Alright, good. I want like a lot of this stuff. I want a 4-4, I think. Yeah, I'm good swinging with you and you. No, maybe not you. That looks good. Let's just get in for 5. At least try to put them in a spot where they don't like what's happening. Do they have a Berry? They don't have Berry. That's good. And we actually will activate Tome Shredder here to make this a 3-3 and scry. It's a little, oh yeah, Venerable War Singer is what this is about. So let's see, they've got another, they have something here. Well, they can't activate this, right? No, so they have another Pop Quiz. Another Pop Quiz makes sense. Couldn't figure out what it was for a second. Mostly because I was thinking it was something more proactive than just wheel spinning. But, yeah, okay, so they've got a Fractal. That's a little more than wheel spinning. What do they have? Like, they can make a 5-5? 4-8, they can make a, no, 4-7, yeah, they can make a 5-5. Yeah, I mean, I can't stop you from doing that currently. But you also don't get to attack. What are my options here? So, what I actually think I like here is we're just going to start using Plarg. So we're going to activate this here to make this bigger, and we're going to scry a Plains to the bottom. We're going to, you know, pass the turn, and then we'll just see what we hit with Plarg. Expressive Iteration's fine, we can't, like, counter it or anything here, so... Plarg does not counter spells when you don't have counter spells in your deck. Stonebound Mentor, scrying has been nice. Stonebinder's familiar with the Stonebound Mentor has been pretty helpful. They found a Pigment Storm. They're gonna kill my Tome Shredder. Let's see if we can find something. I don't know what we'd find, but sure. Yeah, you killed Tome Shredder. That's probably pretty good here. You have a 5-5, but you don't want to swing. We can play a 4-4, but I don't really see the purpose. I think we keep activating Plarg as long as they'll let us. And we'll just... Unfortunately, we have to sit back. They got rid of our Pigment Storms, though, where we really can't remove anything. Man, are we just kind of... Oh, we just have to learn. How many of our learn cards have we used? 1? Okay. Explosive Welcome. Pretty sure that this resolves. That was gross. I'm not gonna try to pretend that didn't suck. Wow, their deck's good. Their deck's real good. They have 4 mana. They have a Spell Satchel. That's like the worst card they've played so far. But I guess... And then they get to bring back Explosive Welcome. Oh my god, that is brutal. Nice. Are they attacking? No, we are finding a spell. We are enthusiastic studying our stonebound mentor. Here we are grabbing what? Reduce isn't that good, right? No. So I think I want Inkling Summoning. And we're just gonna have to, like, how much mana do I have? To have 6. Let's put a War Singer and an Inkling Summoning into play and just, like, see what they do. We have to find ways around the fact that they have a double explosive welcome here, which is really bad for us. And they have the 9 mana, where if they have a land, they get the explosive welcome into elemental summoning. That's brutal. Yeah. Okay, so this has to block. They get to learn. Ugh. Learn is so good. They find a start from scratch. Okay. I mean, I'm doing this here quite easily. If their last card is yet another trick, you got me. But I think we have to. I don't know how we're, like, winning this game if we don't try to trade off for that. Explosive Welcome is an instant? That's just stupid. Oops. Did not know that card was an instant. And we will discard a card to draw a card. We find a Shock. Shock's not terrible here. We'll leave it up, right? Yeah, we get to put a 4/4 into play. I think we have to stay home. Really sadly, we have to stay home. Okay, they get a Practical Research. Yeah. Draw 4 cards, discard this. That's what I expect them to do. Jesus. They draw 4. I don't know how we're winning this game. Decking them? Can we deck them? I don't think so, but we can try. Alright. Let's try this. Yep. I chump blocked. Oh darn. Whoops. Screwed up. I mean, they just got to put an 11/11 in play. There's no way out of this for us, is there? Like, well, we get to... Okay, we get to Enthusiastic Study here. I'm gonna Enthusiastic Study this. Oh my god, it tapped wrong, and I can't do what I was gonna do. Just shame scoop. Shame scoop. We were way far from winning that game trying to do that anyway. Alright, so there's one of our bad drafts again. We got one in again. A little bit of fatigue probably not helping here. It is almost 1 o'clock in the morning and I am not really a night person, so... Oh well. We'll see if we can get anything good here. We got a Duress and a Poet's Quill. Card I'd rather open in draft. And then we got an Ephemerate, our first Ephemerate. Alright. Yeah, we're going to call it a night. That last game was brutal. A bit of a beating. But if you're out there watching, thank you for being here. Otherwise, if you see this on YouTube or somewhere, it's jparks57 bringing you some Magic streaming. We've got a usual schedule that will always guarantee that we'll try to stream. So usually maybe we'll be streaming on Sundays at 3 p.m., Tuesdays at 6 p.m. and Thursdays at 6 p.m. We may end up moving those two back a little bit. We'll see what the feedback is from the rest of the people watching. If you enjoy what you see, please, like and subscribe and do whatever you can on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Show us some love. Send us some comments. Let us know what you think. If there's a format you'd like to see, anything like that, let us know. Thank you all so much, and we'll see you tomorrow.